Imagine the Super Bowl. Now imagine if the Super Bowl happened only once every 4 years. Now imagine every country on earth could enter. And imagine over 5 billion people were expected to watch. That's not a typo. The FIFA World Cup begins, and for the next month, the entire planet will be obsessed with one tournament. Cities will shut down. Families will gather around TVs. National heroes will be created. And some of the biggest athletes on earth will either achieve immortality or suffer heartbreak in front of billions. If you've never watched a soccer game in your life, don't worry. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's happening, who to watch, and why this tournament is one of the most important sporting events on earth. For Americans, it's easy to underestimate just how massive the World Cup really is. Think about the NFL. The Super Bowl is America's biggest sporting event. The World Cup final is like the Super Bowl, NBA Finals, World Series, and Olympics combined. This isn't just sports, it's culture, it's identity, it's national pride. For many countries, winning the World Cup is the single greatest achievement in sports. And this year feels even bigger. Soccer has never been more popular in the United States. MLS is growing. European soccer is drawing record American audiences. Young stars are emerging. And with the United States hosting the next World Cup, interest has exploded. Tomorrow isn't just the start of a tournament. It's the start of a month-long global drama featuring underdogs, superstars, villains, heroes, and moments that will be remembered forever. So let's break down everything you need to know. At its core, the World Cup is simple. Countries compete to determine the best soccer nation on earth. Players leave their club teams and represent their countries. That means teammates can suddenly become rivals, friends become enemies, and every match feels personal. The tournament happens once every 4 years. That's what makes it special. NFL teams get another shot next season. NBA stars get another playoff run. But many soccer players only get 1 or 2 World Cups in their entire career. Miss your chance? You may never get another. The format is straightforward. Teams are divided into groups. They play a round-robin schedule. The best teams advance. Then comes the knockout stage. Win and survive, lose and go home. No second chances, no 7-game series. One bad game can end 4 years of preparation. That's why the pressure is unlike anything else in sports. Imagine Patrick Mahomes having only one playoff game every 4 years. That's the kind of pressure these players face. Every great tournament needs great stars, and the World Cup is packed with them. First, there are the global icons. These are players whose names are recognized from New York to Tokyo. Athletes who carry the expectations of entire nations. When they step on the field, millions of fans believe they can change everything with a single moment. Then there are the young stars. Every World Cup introduces new heroes. Think of it like the NBA draft combined with March Madness. Unknown players can become global celebrities overnight. A teenager scores a winning goal. Suddenly, every major club in Europe wants him. One incredible performance can change a life forever. And don't underestimate the goalkeepers. For Americans, goalkeepers are like quarterbacks and last-line defenders rolled into one. One save can save a nation. One mistake can haunt a player forever. The beauty of the World Cup is that greatness can come from anywhere. You don't have to be the biggest star. You just need one moment, one goal, one save, one unforgettable performance. This is where many American fans truly understand the World Cup. Club soccer is about loyalty to a team. The World Cup is about loyalty to a country. That's a completely different feeling. Imagine if every NFL player represented the state they were born in. Now multiply that emotion by an entire nation. Players aren't just representing themselves, they're representing millions of people, their families, their culture, their history. That's why you'll see players crying during national anthems. You'll see fans crying after victories, and you'll see entire cities celebrating through the night after historic wins. Some countries have waited generations for a World Cup. Some have never won one. some have come heartbreakingly close. The emotional stakes are enormous, because unlike club sports, this isn't just about a trophy, it's about national pride. Every World Cup creates stories Hollywood couldn't write. There are underdogs, teams nobody expects to succeed, countries with tiny populations defeating global powers. Imagine a college football team from a small conference suddenly beating Alabama. That's the kind of shock that happens in World Cups. Then there are redemption stories, veterans chasing one final chance, stars trying to erase past failures, players carrying the weight of previous disappointments. And of course, there are rivalries, historic matchups between countries that go back decades, games where the tension starts long before kickoff, matches that entire generations remember. Every tournament produces moments that become legendary, and nobody knows which moment is coming next. That's what makes watching so exciting. History can happen at any second. Tomorrow, all of those possibilities become reality. Somewhere in this tournament, a future legend is waiting to emerge. Somewhere, an underdog is preparing to shock the world. Somewhere, a superstar is preparing for the defining moment of their career. And somewhere, millions of fans are dreaming that this might finally be their year. That's the magic of the World Cup. For 1 month, the world shares a single sporting event. Different languages, different cultures, different countries, but everyone is watching the same drama unfold. Every tackle matters, every goal matters, every second matters, because opportunities like this don't come around often. 4 years is a long time. Players age, careers end, dreams disappear. That's why every World Cup feels so important. You aren't just watching games, you're watching history happen in real time. Years from now, fans will remember where they were when the biggest moments happen. And tomorrow, the next chapter begins. The World Cup starts tomorrow, and we're going to cover every major story, upset, controversy, and unforgettable moment along the way. So if you're new to soccer and want simple, entertaining breakdowns without the confusing jargon, you're in the right place. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and join us for daily World Cup coverage. Because over the next month, the biggest sporting event on earth is about to take over the world. And trust me, you won't want to miss it.